Okay, you have to stop deluding yourself. Okay, you have to. Otherwise, what's going to happen is, if you want to know what the next 5 years is going to be like, look at your last 5. If you want to know what the next year is going to be like, look at last year. You are going to repeat the same thing again and again and again and again and again, unless you make a change. You can change if you make a change. Hi guys, Philip again, and let's talk about shiny object syndrome. This one is a monster. This one is a big topic because everyone has shiny object syndrome. We are continuously bombarded every single day with the latest gadget, the latest software, the latest never seen before traffic app, the latest must-have strategy, and so on and so forth, because, you know, marketers do their thing, including me, right? We're all trying to grab your attention, and we do that with, you know, sparking off your urge to want to buy, okay? And that's normal. But you have to understand that for you to overcome shiny object syndrome, you have to just first take a little slap in the face and realize that you need to wake up. Okay, wake up, wake up, wake up. Exploring, buying courses, and just, you know, researching is fine. Buying different courses and, you know, just seeing what's out there to learn, to get your feet wet, or you dip your toes in the water, totally fine. Problem comes when it's been a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and you're still just dipping your toe in the water. People become addicted to buying courses because it's fun, you know, buying stuff, you know, you get a bit of an endorphin hit and it feels nice, and sometimes it even feels like you're making progress. Sometimes buying courses and software makes you feel like you're building a business, even though you're nowhere near building a business, you're just buying stuff. But psychologically, it sometimes makes you feel like you're progressing. And of course, all these shiny object gurus and all these so-called, you know, all the charlatans out there selling you crap, they know that, and that's what they prey on. That's what they want you to do. But understand that in the beginning, buying a few courses here and there and checking out this latest strategy and buying this and buying that, it's fine. But you have to know when to reel yourself in again. You have to learn to say no, because all that happens is you buy a course and you end up on someone's email list. And of course, they're going to sell you more courses, right? And you start buying more and more and more. And what happens then is, for every new course you buy, you're added to another email list, another email list, another email list. Sometimes one marketer will add you to 10 email lists without you even asking, right? And so what happens is that you are increasing your distraction level again and again and again and again and again. I know some of you guys watching probably have at least 30, 40 emails in your inbox today, and it's only 9 a.m., okay? Or 10 a.m., sorry. And it means that you are allowing yourself to be distracted. You can't blame the vendors. You can't blame the course creators for selling you stuff, because that's their business model. That's what they do. It's your choice to go and buy them. It's your choice to click the link and go and buy. It's your choice to go and actually give money to somebody who's selling you junk. That's your choice. It's on you, okay? So you have to understand that for you to become a real marketer, do you think for a second you can become a real, true marketer if your inbox is like 1,000-fold of every email from every marketer, from every launch, from every special platinum level edition, right? Every single day. Are you going to be able to focus? Are you going to be able to stay the course? Are you going to be able to do that? No. Okay, absolutely not. Imagine if you were married to the love of your life, but you allowed yourself to be exposed to 1,000 beautiful, beautiful young women every single day in some way. Do you think you'd be able to keep focus on your wife and give her the love and attention that she deserves and wants? No, of course not, because you are allowing yourself to go out and be exposed to all that stuff, right? And so it does take a great deal of self-awareness and discipline, but you have to start somewhere. So if you right now, honestly, if you right now go on your phone and just pause this video here now and go to your phone and scroll through. If you have more than 15 emails in your inbox, it's too many, okay? When I wake up, I've maybe got five in my inbox, because I'm ruthless. I unsubscribe from everything if it doesn't bring me value, if I'm not using it, okay? Anything else is a distraction, because when you sit on your computer in the morning and you wake up and you go, oh look, oh, that's a new there's a new software launching today. Huh, that's interesting. I'm intrigued. And you think, today I was supposed to follow module 1 of Philip's course, but you know what? I'll have a quick look first. Ding.
A few moments later. A few minutes later.
This is really cool. this looks fun. Bye.
1 hour later.
Okay, whatever. So what is the thing Philip talking about? Long-term thinking, committing to one thing, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever, Philip, what's that? Lunch? Okay, cool. Does that sound familiar? And then what are you going to do? When you come back after lunch, you sit down. I've only got half an hour left. I'll go. I think I'll go on Facebook just to check on Facebook. Yes. Next day comes. Does that sound familiar? Okay. You are allowing yourself to be distracted by shiny object syndrome. Because don't forget, shiny object syndrome doesn't just apply to products. It applies to Facebook, to YouTube, distraction, right? And if you research distraction, it's proven again and again and again, like it's medical scientific fact. If you get distracted while you're working on a task, it takes you about 15 minutes to half an hour to get refocused again. So if you allow yourself to be distracted, whose fault is that? Is it the phone's fault? You can turn it off. Is it Facebook's fault? You choose to go on Facebook, right? And so on and so on and so on. I understand that when I first started seeing real progress in my own online journey, it was when I accepted that I had to focus on one project, one thing, one method, one strategy, which is what Tao is, right? And I unsubscribed from everybody and I deleted all my software. I honed in my focus on one project, and I saw more progress in 6 months than I had done in 4 years previously, and that was no accident. Okay, it didn't just happen. It was an accumulation of me finally going, you know what? I've had enough of this shit. I need to do something different. And in the back of my mind, I knew I was distracted. I knew working on 5 different projects was not going to give me results because it wasn't so far, right? And I knew I had to do something different, and that's why I did. The simplest way to put this, guys, the simplest way is to say this. Imagine if you're trying to train for a marathon and to be a podcaster, and you're trained to be a pilot, and you're trained to be a doctor, and you're trained to be a neurosurgeon at the same time, all at the same time. Are you going to pass any of those things? No, okay? There's a reason why people specialize in one field. If you're a marathon runner, you're also not a neurosurgeon. If you're a neurosurgeon, you're also not Tom Cruise, right? Because it takes one, you have to focus all your attention on one thing. Okay, that is the skill set. That is the key. But unfortunately, I think the one trait we all share as entrepreneurs, the one thing we share is the fact that we're curious. And I think, to a certain degree, we enjoy learning. We enjoy looking at different strategies. We enjoy looking at new software. We enjoy dreaming about the possibilities because it's fun, right? And there's no harm in that. That's partly why we're here. But in terms of growing a business, that is detrimental, because if all you're doing is daydreaming and buying courses and hoping and dreaming you're going to find that one thing that'll be your ticket to money, right? Then you're always going to be chasing and buying courses. Now, I can say this, guys, with clear authority, because I have had thousands of one-to-one calls and Zoom calls with my students. And I kid you not, 98% of all my tens and tens of thousands of students have severe shiny object syndrome, where they're literally buying a course every single week, and they're buying it just because there's a special launch price, without even considering, yeah, but are you going to use it? Like, what is it? And they go, I don't know. Right? And they got the audacity to complain to me that their inbox is too confusing. They've got the audacity to complain to me that, Philip, I couldn't find your email because it was lost in spam. I couldn't see it, right? Well, then unsubscribe from people. Declutter your inbox. Yeah, but I haven't got time, right? And the excuses start coming, right? So it literally is all down to you. Nobody else. It's down to you. It's your fault. It's your fault you keep buying stuff. It's your fault you're wasting time. It's your fault you're wasting money. I can tell you this here from one student I had last year. Now, I got chatting with him, and we were on a Zoom call and stuff, and it transpired that he was spending between $300 and $500 a month on monthly payments for software that he didn't even use, just because he got a special deal, he got a special launch price, right? And so just think about that. So for the last 2 or 3 years, that guy had been paying between $300 and $500 a month on all these software. Never mind all the emails and the distractions and the follow-up promotions and the webinars and all the ebooks and stuff he was buying as well. So that means over the last, let's say, 3 years, right? He's spending about roughly $5,000 a year, $5,000 a year on shiny objects, paying for stuff just because, no reason at all. Okay, so that's like between $15,000 and $20,000 in 3 years. Yet people tell me they can't afford stuff. They tell me they haven't got time. They tell me that they can't focus. They tell me that they're confused. They tell me that they're overwhelmed with information. They tell me that they can't commit. Yet the answer is right there. Commit to one thing. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be blogging, social media, paid traffic, free traffic, Quora, Medium, YouTube, whatever, TikTok. If you stick to one platform, if you stick to one strategy, one method, one funnel, one system that you have, then the results you can get are exponentially higher than continuously sabotaging yourself by going, oh, yeah, but Philip, there's a special launch price. It's only $14.99. And if I get the Pro version, the 197 Pro version, I can just buy that and that'll be it. That's my ticket out of here. It's like, no, that's not how this works. Okay, you have to stop deluding yourself. Okay, you have to. Otherwise, what's gonna happen is, if you wanna know what the next 5 years is gonna be like, look at your last 5. If you wanna know what the next year is gonna be like, look at last year. You are going to repeat the same thing again and again and again and again and again, unless you make a change. You can change if you make a change. Okay, so starting today, I would like you now to go and unsubscribe from every marketer out there, particularly all the shiny objects that you bought, because none of them bring you any value other than acting as an entry point for that vendor to sell you more stuff over webinars, special software, and big ticket commission stuff that you don't need or want. Because guess what? If those shiny objects worked, you would now be making money. You wouldn't be watching me right now, and you'd be on a beach somewhere, drinking mojitos, paying your taxes, and having a successful business because you will be making money. The reason why they don't work is because they only make money for the vendor who sell you that crap, because they know that you are delusional enough to believe that you can make money by doing no work. The end. Okay, and they tell you that's what they tell you. That's what they tell you. That's what you want to hear. So they tell you passive income by doing no work. Done for you solution. Push button 1, push button 2, push button 3. Boom, make money. They tell you no work needed. Work 1 hour a day, no more. They tell you all these things because that's what you want to hear, because that's what you have deluded yourself into thinking is the real truth, when that is nothing. Nothing could be further from truth, guys. Do you know how you can solve this right now? Here's what I do. Go to Google or YouTube. Search for any person that you know who is a success. Doesn't matter who it is, even the shiny object gurus, even the charlatans, those charlatan idiots who sell you this junk over and over again. Find their blogs, find their podcast interviews, find them when they're giving interviews and so on. Find their videos from 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and you will hear them tell you the same thing. They will say the following: I struggled for years and years and years, and then I found out how to do it. Next person: I struggled for years and years and years, and then I finally got results. The next person: I struggled for years and years and years, and I finally got results. Yet those idiots are selling you the dream of passive income by doing no work. And you're the idiot who's listening, going, yeah, it's true. Yeah, I don't need to work. I mean, I don't need to. I'm special. All I have to do is pay, and then I'm special, right? So take a slap of reality, wake up, accept it's going to take hard work, but you can do it if you commit to one thing, okay?